2, 3 record. Right, we're in the office of Otis and Andrew's office in New Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, and you are?
I'm Otis, and I'm a network administrator.
Thank you.
I'm Andrew Williams. I'm the database administrator.
Thank you. Okay, we're wondering in England what it is that makes the Jamaicans run so fast. Can you tell us what you think it is?
All right. Well, apart from the yam, and for the most part, the food we eat, there is a serious track culture that we have here. Straight from, let's say, basic school, prep school level, up to primary school level, high school level, the ultimate. Now what happens is, we know for a fact there are kids who aspire to run at the boys and girls high school championship every year. And on a yearly basis, you'll find that our stadiums are filled to capacity on final day and the second to final day every single year. And there are kids here who just dream of running that championship. So they will practice their art out. There are schools who send one athlete to stadium to run a couple of years, and that one athlete will give them a gold medal, and that's just everything to that school. So you find that culture, it just breeds these little champions. You understand? So there are some traditional high schools who do well every single year, and of course there's the one or the few schools who will bring out 1 and 2 athletes, like for instance, Bolt's school. Usain Bolt, he's from a school called William Nib, all the way in Trelawney somewhere there, where every year they produce yam from his country.
Okay.
That's why they talk about the yam.
So the yam rumor is really...
Good natural food.
Right.
Oh.
Right. So yam is from Trelawney in Jamaica, most famous yam. So they call the sneakers, the spikes.
And the yam.
It's called the spikes, yam.
Yeah.
Right, but anyway, so he's from William Nib, right? And that school every year will just come up and just participate in champ. But this particular year when he ran, he was like the star, right? But he didn't win, his school didn't win championship, but Bolt dominated. And I mean, we knew year in, year out that this guy was going to be very good. And of course, added to that, there's several others, as you've seen in the champion, in the Berlin and the Beijing games. So, to me, it's our culture. We've had a very rich heritage in sport in Jamaica. Right? I mean, you talk about Herb McKinley from many years ago, the parties, Arthur Wynne, Donald Quarry, you name it. I mean, if you're a Jamaican looking at this tape right now, you know these names.
The thing is, we've always been performing. It's not until they clean up the sport, with the doping thing with America. After that was clean up, then you saw Jamaica showing forth, coming forth, shining in the spotlight, since they took out people like Maurice Green, Marion Jones, those persons,
Flojo,
so the field has become more level, and because the field is more level, you see the more natural talent coming forth, showing forth, which a lot come from Jamaica.
They come from, in a nutshell, it's basically, I mean, or of course God gives talent.
Yeah, also that.
And some of it, of course, is hereditary. But the food we eat, and of course we practice hard, long and hard, like everybody else. But that same boys and girls championship, you come near 1 year and you have a look, and you see the best set of championship runners.
So it's an inbuilt thing that starts from a very early age.
From a very early age.
Yes. If you check like things like character games across the Caribbean every year, after Boys and Girls Championship, there is a game called Character Championship. I mean, the Jamaicans just blew everyone away every single year. I mean, I don't want to say it's a black thing because there are black people living all over the world, but there's something about us. We just, aspire to be the best. If we can't win, boy, we feel very bad about it. So that's what we do.
And like how Otis mentioned about a God thing, because one thing about Jamaica, we are known to be very spiritual, God-fearing, so part of it is also the blessings of God, God endows with abilities and talents to perform. So we just have to give God glory for that.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's what
Thank
we do.
you.
No problem.
So the yam thing does have something to do with it
Yes,
as well.
Man,
good
it's
food.
natural food. Yam,
Organic or natural food, the best type of food.
But
From the
then,
earth.
in that case, if they do go to England to practice, then where's the yam then? I mean,
Well, I tell you what, if we go to England to practice, we'd have already been good.
Yeah, already have the training and the foundation set already. So
because they're
it's
supposed
just a warm-up thing.
Exactly.
You know?
What the English should do is send their young kids to Jamaica. And let us bring them up from that age. Let them go to the prep school and run at the prep championship, because those guys are also good. Let them run at the primary and the junior high school championships. And let them see what's happening in the high school championships on a yearly basis, and they will feel the pull towards being what we have, doing what we do, and being what we are. You understand? So it's not just eating the yam and then going to the States. No, it's in us.
Right.
You understand? It's in us.
It's a natural thing.
So as Otis said, make them come here, come to Jamaica.
But
you know,
train with us.
I've noticed, I've been reading in the press that England have been sending some athletes to Jamaica to see how the Jamaicans perform and what is it, why they're functioning so, brilliantly, really. So I don't know if that works for them.
Well, we'll see. I mean, how long have they sent those guys here?
But it's a good idea. That was like this year, recently.
Oh, well.
So it's a good idea what you said, to send them from prep.
Yes. That's the idea.
Yeah.
To get them
if they want real champions, to get them in at the prep age. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. And we sign off in Kingston, Jamaica.
Peace, yeah.
Right.